Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show, eXpresso on SABC3. Now, of course, the holiday season is all about giving and caring. Caring for your fellow man, your neighbours, friends and family, and not forgetting the furry members of our family. Now, I'm not talking about your hairy Uncle Johnny who needs a Veet wax on his back. I'm talking about our four-legged friends, our pets at home. They also need some extra TLC this season. And I've got Dr. Roy Aronson with me today, and we're talking all about flea allergies when it comes to our woof-woofs and our meow-meows. And, Doctor, you were saying you checked...
Yes, Bob? I had a look at Bob, and he's sitting on my lap, free of fleas, not flea of fleas, free of fleas, free of fleas.
No wonder he's sleeping so peacefully.
Yes.
So let's talk about flea allergy dermatitis. Which kind of animals are prone to that?
Well, in our domestic situation, it really refers to dogs and cats, although every single animal on the planet has a flea that bites it. But we're talking about dogs and cats for our purposes.
And so what happens? Because like I explained before, I was under the impression that you have a flea on a dog, that's why it scratches, and if you put the flea powder on, it jumps off, and there we go. Okay,
the fleas often live on the dog, but very often live in the cracks and crevices in the environment. They get on the animal and possibly on us when we're sleeping, lying quietly in bed. They bite, and the little bit of saliva that they inject to stop the blood from clotting sets up an allergy. So you come with your flea products and you put them on the dog and you kill the fleas, but unfortunately the allergy is still there and you need to deal with the allergy, and more often than not you need to take your dog to a vet and get the dog treated for the allergy, and that's going to stop the scratching.
Are there different stages of the allergy where, let's say, if it's in its primary stage still, one can take care of it at home?
You know, once the flea's bitten, that little bit of saliva goes into the dog and sets up the allergy. And then you get the acute phase where it's more itchy and the dog scratches a lot more. But it can take 10 to 14 days for that allergy to settle, left untreated. And the bulk of the damage is actually done by the dog. The flea bite is tiny. The dog scratches and bites itself, you know, it chews its paws, it scratches itself, and its claws really, really do the damage, the cats and dogs. And the primary insult is the flea, but the major problem is the actual scratching and the trauma done by the claws.
Now, of course, this is a health risk to our family members as well, our proper family members.
Yeah.
But is there a way that one can keep your dogs 100% flea-free?
The short answer is probably not. Never 100%. With the best products in the world will keep your dog pretty much flea-free for about 20 to 21 days. And in the last few days before you apply the next one, you may have some breakthrough. There's 95% protection. But you'll always have a flea getting on. Maybe before it dies, it has time to bite, and then it dies.
But then you've already got the allergy
Yes,
by that
unfortunately you have.
Now already the machines in my head are going crazy thinking, okay, well, if it's a 21-day period and you're putting powder on the dog for the fleas, why not put it on the 19th day then?
Well, the powder is a very, very ineffective way of doing this because the powder falls off and the compounds in powder are denatured by the sun. There are some outstanding products available where you apply to the back of the dog's neck. The product has a very special formulation, and within 24 hours the whole dog is covered by this product and gives you protection. They are, as I say, spot-on formulations are the new thing. Well, they've actually been around for about 20 years, but this is the most effective way. The various spot-on formulations which you apply to the dog's neck or the cat's neck, and within a short time, 24 hours, they're fully protected.
And then so applying products like Fur Protect would be ideal?
Yes, Fur Protect is an excellent product for that. It comes in a spray and spot-on formulation, And
then obviously also taking your dog for regular checkups as well?
Yes, and unfortunately when your pet, and I'm using dog, but dog and cat, when any of your pets are scratching, they really do need to be seen by a vet. It's a traumatic event. They can scratch themselves absolutely to pieces. Huge, what we call hot spots. The dog gets bitten in a spot on its neck or its rump, and it can get there with either its back leg or its mouth. And if it chews itself at the back here, you'll end up with a big red raw spot that's kind of sticky and pussy. If it's on its face, it'll get its back leg up and scratch its cheek. And you do need to take the dog to the vet. It is a veterinary problem and you have to take it for help.
Indeed. Thank you very much for that, Doctor. Well, you might just give me some fleas.
No, this is flea-free.
All right, thank you very much, Doctor. I really appreciate it. So if you are looking for ideas to decorate your bedroom this holiday season, you might want to go to your nearest Sheet Street. Well, Liesl is chilling right now with the marketing manager of Sheet Street to find out some more cool ideas. Check it out.
Cipla will make it better.
Stay with eXpresso and SABC3.